Where in the Herd is Tiffany, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, and mental health. Follow me on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies, Twitter at Sweet Tiffies, Facebook at Sweet Tiffies Inspirations, and the website www.tiffany-travels.com. Don't forget the subscribe button. See, you got your Chichen Itza. Built this so that they can talk to God. So that's what Chichen Itza is, or one of the world wonders. And I'm excited because I've never seen a world wonder before. And look at how they built the steps up this way. Isn't it beautiful?
Caraca, tá mais forte mesmo, hein? Léo já arrasou. Eu tô fraca, hein?
These over here represent the jaguars. And there's two of them at the bottom of each one, and it looks like that's one at the top, but we will verify all this information. If you can hear throughout the park, you'll hear these little sounds that sounds like jaguar, and they're these little things that they have. So we'll try to find one so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about. So here they have several different pyramids. So this seems to be one of the highest ones, and let's go to this one over here. We'll see what the name is once we get over there. And this one looks a little bit different. So these used to be like whole cities when they were first built. So it's very interesting to see what they are now. I would have loved to be in the moments when they were first built, just to see what the people look like and what the cities look like before they were ruins and a part of the museum. So yeah, let's go over here. Let's head over here for a second. I was gonna run to it. Let's see if we can run to it. I'm tired already, y'all, but we get in there. We keep it going. Let's go. Do y'all hear that noise? Oh, and if you hear clapping, when you clap, there's sound coming from there. So I don't know if you guys saw that in the last part, but you may hear some other noises around here. Yep, I can hear them clapping over there. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's see what it's called. This one is Templo de las Guerreras. This building owes its name to the rows of pillars displaying relief carvings of warriors. It was erected over ancient structure known as the Temple of Chacmul, upon whose walls and interior pillars there are richly colored carvings of plum serpents, warriors, and priests. The upper building only is partially reflects its true grandiose. There are 3 sculpted masks with extremely long noses on the outer walls and on the corners. On the inner walls of the vaults, there were murals with scenes of war and daily life. The outer tables and benches may have served as seats and thrones for dignitaries. So there you go, Templo de los Guerreros. So those with the pillars represent, those probably the dignities and stuff were up there. So this is actually cool. Like I said, I really, really wish that the people could be here so we could actually really see this. But thankfully, we at least get to see the ruins part of it. I to make the little sounds with this thing. Let's see if we can get somebody to make a sound. Can you make the sound for us?
The birds. The birds.
Oh, the birds. Oh, okay.
Yes, everything is in the white color, $1 US American dollar.
Okay. So that's the jaguar.
You lay down the owl.
So you have to blow into them to make these like sounds and stuff like that.
Isn't the jaguar the best noise for that one? This is the more big one.
That's the more big.
This is the best word. This is the best word, the best noise. This one. This is the best noise.
Wait, but have you guys seen jaguars?
Yes, you have jaguar.
Yes?
Yes. Have this one, the small one. The Mayan size is the big one. Everything is in the white color is the one that. Yes. Have this in the Maya calendar. Have this in the Maya calendar. This is the eternal love, the man, the lady. You have this in the medicine man, the jaguar. It's just only one piece. It's a handmade. It's an hand machine. Yes, it's in the fortune, the snake. Yes. Cheaper for you, for me not happen nothing for my work. Have this one.
Wanna go that way?
This is the magnet.
Let's see what this one is.
We got the big selection here.
This one is called Templo de las Grandes Mesas, and that translates to Temple of the Large Tables. This is a small pyramid formed by a 4-tiered plinth with a building on top where there are some rectangulars supported by small atlases, from whence comes the name of the structure. The access steps slide to the west, the principal side, the representation of warriors on the door jambs, as well as on the temple pillars. On the upper part of the outside walls, there are friezes with plum serpents and jaguars. This construction covers an earlier one in direction with serpents on the vaulting and warriors on the pillar. It is now partially accessible to visitors. How cool. And these look like steps, but then those look like rocks. Very interesting.
The accessible visibles is right there. There is a door where originally was open, and there is nice murals inside. Murals with original paintings. That's one of the substructure of this temple. And you see the paintings with beautiful colors, beautiful. It's still in the original paintings at that time, you know.
Nice.
And this temple up, it's the classic period, and inside is the post-classic. Can say like 380. And then when they come back, they build it one on the top of the other. This is like 380 after Christ. Yeah. BC, sorry. This
BC,
one is 300 BC, and the other one is 380.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
BC before Christ, AD after that.
after.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hola, $1. Almost free.
So these are carvings. Temple of the Large Tables. Jaguars in procession among trees and possibly spears which garnish the top of the temple on all 4 sides. The serpent friezes replace the top of the temple as the building's final decorative touch. So these are still original carvings on the wall, and they represented different things. Yeah, this is cool. These colors are beautiful. Look at Frida Kahlo. Love it. This is the field where they, I guess we would consider like soccer right here. So I don't know if you notice these holes right here or this hole over here. So they actually have to kick the ball way into the hole. But the thing about it was the person that won the game actually was the one that sacrificed. So you would think that it would be the opposite, that the person that won would not be sacrificed, but it was considered a good thing to be sacrificed. I need a photographer like this. If you ain't on the ground, then you ain't taking a good picture. Hey y'all, we are at the cenote. We are in a little small town called Vallalodid. And we are here. We just had our food and now we are at the cenote down here. Cenote is like a sinkhole filled with water. They can be in caves, they can be open like this. And so as you can see, this is beautiful down there. Unfortunately, I don't know how to swim, so I'm not down there today, but I feel like it's a great place to cool off and have fun and take some beautiful pictures. This is a cenote. Cenote is like a sinkhole with water in it. We are at Zasi Restaurante e Cenote. We are in Vallalodid. We just ate. This is the restaurant. Cenote down there. Beautiful place. Come visit. Hope you enjoyed the footage of Chichen Itza. I just wanted to give a couple tips. So the first thing is how to get there. So I left from Playa del Carmen, which is about 2 hours away from Chichen Itza. I highly recommend leaving early because you have to take the 2 hours or 3 hours or wherever you're coming from. And I feel it's actually better to get there earlier before the tourists, the big crowds. Like they have buses that are coming in. And so I think it's better to get to Chichen Itza earlier. Rather than later. Also for your interest fees, it's about $25 US, which is like 497 pesos. So make sure you have those pesos on hand. They did take credit card, but I hear sometimes the machine doesn't always necessarily work. So make sure you have those pesos. Also, you need the pesos if you want to shop. Like the souvenirs I thought were super cheap, cheaper than any when I went to Tulum or Playa del Carmen. And this lovely dress is from Chichen Itza. I wish I would have brought another outfit as well. So make sure you have those pesos on hand. Also, how long are you going to spend at Chichen Itza? I say we spent about 3 hours. Like there's so many different pyramids to see. There's different structures to see. And so I think it took about that time. It actually ended up raining like really hard for like 20 minutes. We just waited it out until the sun came back out again. So just be prepared to spend that amount of time. Also, I would say use sunscreen, okay? It is super hot out there. I don't know what the temperature was, but it's super hot. So bring an umbrella or bring a hat and bring that sunscreen because it gets really, really hot out there. And along with that, make sure you bring water. I'm not sure if you can bring food in there, but they do sell food, so I'm sure you can bring food. So just keep yourself hydrated while you're out there. Also, this is the one thing that I regret. I did not use a tour guide. I absolutely regret that I didn't pay for it. I should just pay for it, because literally, if you can see in the video, like, we're walking around and we have to figure out maybe what the statue says, but I know there's more historical background information that we clearly missed because we didn't have the tour guide. So don't be like me, make sure you get the tour guide. And lastly, after you leave Chichen Itza, go tour other towns. The town where Chichen Itza is Vallalodid. There was a cenote there. There's lunch there. There's like a famous church there. So make sure you go and explore, which means leave early so they can get to Chichen Itza, explore. Then you can go have lunch, and then you can go get in a cenote. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tips. And let me know if you've ever been to any of the world wonders, or particularly this world wonder. And have a wonderful day. Thank y'all. Bye-bye. Peace. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button.